Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies, a book podcast where we thirst over morally questionable men and call it literary analysis. We're Kellie and Rayven.
Smart. Since we're talking about nothing but cream filling today. Lots of cream.
Cream filling. Cream pies.
Lots.
So many cream pies. Okay.
Many ways.
Did I find this book or did you find this book?
You sent it to me and then
Okay.
You randomly were like, well, I kind of want to read the cream for breakfast or breakfast cream or whatever. And I was like, maybe we can read that dragon book. And I went and looked and I was like, oh, that's what she's talking about.
Oh, we were like kind of found it at the same time. Yeah. When I suggested reading it, I didn't realize that it was a short story.
Really short.
Really short. I thought that there was an error or something. I was like, no, this can't be this short. But it is very short. And which is why we're going to present two books.
From the same author.
Same author, same
Welcome to Shadow Daddy Groupies. I'm Rayven.
I'm Kellie.
Get that in there before we get a little carried away.
Okay, so today we are talking about two short stories written by Betty Cocker.
Yes, Cocker, not Crocker, Cocker.
Cocker, yeah. It is Monster Smut. Okay, and this is, I think, my first Monster Smut book.
It's my first.
Yeah. So my first two, because we're going over two short stories, they are part of this Confectionery Delight series. The first one is Cream for Breakfast. Do you want to give the summary of Cream for Breakfast?
Well, I'm pretty much I'm gonna just read the book and my summary pretty much. I don't remember her name, but this girl, she lives in an apartment. She wants a cream-filled donut because
I think it's an actual pie, isn't it?
It's like an eclair. She wants a cream-filled donut, and she hates her neighbor because he's really loud and he's a dragon shifter and he's making a lot of very sexual grunting and insane intense noises, and all she wants is a cream pie. So she went to her bakery, and lo and behold, who got the cream pie before her? He did.
The last one.
She was so mad. She went back and she just wanted to take a nap because she's not getting sleep because he's jacking off.
It's making lots of sex noises. So she goes over there, knocks on the door, and basically to demand him and his partner to shut the fuck up. And also, I want this cream pie because I've had to listen to you for 3 days straight.
And so she gets her cream pie in several ways.
In several ways.
Lots. I mean lots. Like
lots.
Fire hydrant. I couldn't even get into any kind of mood with it. I was just picturing this.
It's kind of ridiculous. It's hilarious. Okay. This is not a book that you're gonna read to take seriously. This is just pure fun and laughter.
There's a few times I was like, what the fuck am I reading?
There's a little bit of what the fuck am I reading for sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is okay. Somebody, whoever Miss Betty Cocker is, we can tell she has a thing for filling.
Cream filling. Okay, yeah. So that was the first one. The second one is better. You know what? I liked the first one better.
The second one was freakier.
Okay, well, I agree. The second one was a little freakier. Um, I think it was a consent thing. I felt like, well, no, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, let me just go over the summary. So the second one is Ravishing Rhubarb Pie, and it follows Sally on her first day of work for an enigmatic dragon shifter. Okay, so let me read my summary real quick. So, what happens when you put an enigmatic dragon shifter boss, a snoopy, frisky secretary, and a rhubarb pie mix up in the same office? So many HR violations.
So many.
So many. With lots of innuendo, horrible jokes, some inadvisable misuse of pie filling, and a janitor that is totally regretting his NDA. This short story is hilarious. And that's what I'm going to say about that as part of my summary.
I was kind of sad in the second one that he didn't like go into, because they mentioned like going into a meeting and having her under the desk, and they didn't ever do a meeting. He just canceled everything for the whole day because he had a rhubarb
Yeah, so from what I
radish.
understand,
Radish?
she got him a cherry pie and herself a rhubarb pie, and she mixed them up, and then he basically closes down the entire office and tells her that she has to stay, and she's like, he's gonna murder me because he's a grumpy CEO who is like known for everyone just running away on their first day of work, or he kills them. And because he's a dragon shifter, so he does stuff like that. And so she's like, I'm gonna die. And then she walks in, and he's just like totally turned on. He's like, you are on time, you wore a short skirt, you were, gave me lunch on time, and now this rhubarb pie, so I must fuck you.
It was kind of there was consent though, because she was like egging it.
She was into it.
Oh yeah, she was like,
she was very into it.
So bad.
Like from the very beginning, she was like really into this guy.
Now this is a literary piece of art or work of art. This is amazing.
But she does say that there's just literal cum all over the office.
Everywhere. Ceiling,
bookshelves, books, everything. And at the very end, the janitor has to come in and clean it all up.
Oh, but he that's another thing that I liked in the second book. He cleaned it up too.
He did.
That was great.
Another book that I think I'm going to convince you to read also has a scene like that. That's pretty hot. That I read this week.
Zodiac Academy.
It's not.
Ooh, what
okay,
are you reading, Kellie?
I just finished.
Are you reading Rayven books?
There's a Rayven in the book. Sort of, kind of.
It sounds like a PG.
It's not PG. It's called Butcher and Blackbird.
Oh yeah, I know what that's about.
Yeah. He does a whole spit in her mouth thing.
Oh, I don't care for that.
Sort of thing.
Personally.
He cleans it up and then spits it back out. Anyway, it's a thing.
Can I go in someone else's mouth? I mean, cleaning up, that's great. Thank you. But don't. If I wanted it in my mouth, it wouldn't be in a spot for you to clean up. Yeah, we have officially concluded that I do not like ropes of cum in my mouth. Here's a little fact, guys.
Here's a little fact about Rayven. And you can just, use your imagination about Kellie.
All I thought about with this book honestly, when I was reading it, is what you told me your ex called you.
Cum bucket. Oh my God, that's so true. I think because especially in the second one, doesn't he like call her a slut and stuff?
Yeah, he's a little more feisty.
Yeah, what is that called? Like derogatory. Instead of a praise kink, you have like a derogatory kink. That was what was going on in the second book for sure. She was totally into it though.
And we learned something about Kellie.
Yes, that I am more of a praise kink girl.
And a cum dumpster.
I'm not into being a cum bucket, but I have been called that before.
Oh, bucket, sorry. Called you a dumpster. You're not trashed, I promise. I promise.
Yeah, so if you want something that's kind of fun, really naughty, short.
5-minute read.
Yeah, I think I read both of them in less than an hour. It's very quick. These were really fun. And she wrote them last year, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe if enough people start reading them, that she'll come up with a few more.
Well, there's a third one to this little trilogy.
There is? I didn't see it.
There's supposed to be a third one coming out.
Oh, okay. Well, we're into it. Betty Cocker, tag us. We'll read it right away.
We can do a why choose.
Maybe it's, yeah. Multiple dragon shifters this time.
Two tails.
Two tails.
Four tails.
The mouth thing. I was like,
Oh
I don't
my God.
know if I like this.
Me neither. I was
He
like, I
like
was
unhinged his mouth and was like just licking everything at once.
Okay, so I pictured
Ass to clit.
But like his mouth wasn't moving, it was just his tongue moving and his mouth.
Yeah, well, his mouth
together.
like unhinged, so he's just like ah.
So I pictured two things. I pictured the worm from Beetlejuice. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I'll insert a picture. And then I pictured a T-Rex.
Oh, did you picture them with people faces or dragon faces?
Dragon faces.
Because I think they're supposed to have dragon faces, but I just couldn't picture anything else except a people face and a tail and maybe some wings.
It was hard to picture any of it, honestly. And then like the cream filling, like I pictured like thick buttercream
instead of like fluffy cream, like whipped cream.
Yeah, it's not very glazed. It's not a glazed one.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how, but I feel like every time I read a book, the next like 3 books somehow, even though they're completely unrelated, different authors have similar themes. Because like I said, I just read this other book and there is a whipped cream moment in that book. And I was just like, I'm not sure that's for me, but it's fun to read about. This was fun to read about. I don't think there's any way I would let him do what he did to her.
Yeah, but and whipped cream doesn't excite me at all.
It's something to do with like the food near the genitals. I don't know. It's just not quite for me.
I know, like a blow pop.
Is the blow pop going inside things?
That was fun.
Oh, okay. Can you hear my dog?
Nope.
It's so loud in my ears. Like it's drowning you out. It's so loud. I don't know why.
Oh, good. I hope they drowned out what I just said.
Can you repeat that? Okay, so
ring pop.
Main male characters out of 5 stars.
I just gonna give them a 5 because they did a good job. The cleanup part was really bad though.
I mean, okay, in a short story, it's really hard for character development, but I liked the first. I liked Maglamar the Great.
Hold on.
Tiny bit better.
Okay, whatever.
I liked Maglamar the Great a tiny bit better than the Ravisher. I don't know why, but also when he kept calling himself Maglamar the Great, I just like giggled every time. I was like, this is so dumb.
I was kind of like, God, are they gonna get off the wall ever? Ever?
Okay.
I'm gonna need something a little more descriptive. This is really hard to picture.
I don't know. I felt like she did a pretty good job.
I was picturing like cartoon characters.
Hmm.
Like I was not
I think
a
that's
lizard person.
I mean, like I said, I know that she kind of described them as having like dragon heads, but I also in my mind was like they pretty much just look like people except a scaly penis. That was interesting. The scaly penis.
I feel like the retracting, it would be like slicing.
Retracting.
Like whenever you take it out, like because like the scales are smooth one way, and then like when they take it out, it's like I don't know. I feel like it would have like I don't know.
Okay, in my mind, it's kind of like a ribbed condom. It's not like pokey, it's just textured.
I was picturing mine more like fish scales.
No, like a snake is very smooth.
Yeah,
and even in the other direction, it's not like that bad.
What would fish scales? Okay. I was like, I guess if that's fun. Isn't it crazy? How we picture different things, but still come up with the same shit. My dragon had scales.
He does have scales. Yeah. I think there's an extra hand or something in your picture though. I was like trying to figure out what that weird shadow was.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that was very difficult to. I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm done. I've played around way too much. But I did, however, make a Patreon.
I saw that.
But how'd you see that? Oh,
I accidentally logged into our email.
I was like, I forgot it was linked. But yeah, I was like, oh, I made that. I was like, it's all my bloopers and all the stuff that's not good. I was like, I need to do something with it. I have so much shit. So I'm just collecting
Bloopers.
Yeah, what else do I do with them?
I mean, I love our bloopers. I think they're fun.
I mean, not really bloopers, but the mess up pictures, not us.
I was thinking I love our bloopers.
Yeah. Oh, I've gotten to the point where I don't even like edit or
out the bloopers.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Just let it go. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I would definitely read another one of these, not because it's like a great piece of literature, but because it was just so fun.
It was kind of like a brain break.
Yeah.
Like it was, I mean, yeah, it was just candy.
Yeah. It's culinary, confectionery delight.
Let's do like a pizza on the next book.
Well, I think she has a baking theme going on, so we've got. I'm not really sure that fits, but I wouldn't. There was something I was thinking about when I was making the Instagram posts, and I was like, oh, next time she should do like a donut or I don't know, like an actual cake or something. I was thinking the same thing. Like everyone, it needs to be like a different pastry.
I already picture a donut around something in the next book.
Ring toss.
Yes. Yep.
All right, Betty Cocker, ring toss with donuts.
All right, Betty Cocker, ring toss.
Need a
Oh,
Betty Cocker
God.
ring toss.
Oh man. Okay. Female characters. So, or should I say
I still
female
like the first
pastries?
one better, slightly.
Female pastries. I like the sluttiness of the second one.
Okay. Yeah. And I kind of liked, well, I don't know. I feel like she went from like super pissed off and sleep deprived to having sex with him very fast in the first one. I was like,
It did.
all right, you got over your whatever very fast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, if you come solve my problem, you can have the pie. And she was like, okay, let's do
volunteered
this. She volunteered. She was like, yes, you.
How can I help you?
How can I help you? Versus the second one was kind of like,
great.
I already am into you. I haven't even met you yet, and I'm down. And then
remember, she's already slutted 2 other dragon shifters. So she knows
I missed that part.
Yeah,
I missed that part.
She's familiar with them.
She has a type, and it's grumpy broody dragon shifters that are turned on by punctuality.
I was like kind of squinting my eyes and kind of cringing whenever he compared her to Tart. I was like, oh no.
I don't want to be Tart.
I don't think that's a compliment, honey. If it's Tart, don't start.
Sorry, I'm like trying to make sure I'm talking about the right book before I say something. Yeah, no, it was, overall, I had a lot of fun with these little short stories. I will recommend them.
I will challenge my friends that don't read to read something today and read that.
Oh, you don't want to read a 16-book multiverse? Well, then read this tiny short story about Monster Smut. Here you go.
It makes me want to try those Ice Planet Barbarian books.
Oh, does it?
Maybe I'll give one a shot and see what it's like, and then I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm struggling hardcore to start the next book we promised to start when I really just want to read the second book in the series that I just started and finished.
Well, do it. Read it.
Okay.
We have until next Wednesday to have a rundown of...
I know, but how big is this book? I need to make sure I have time.
It's the same as the first one.
Well, okay. Here's the deal, is that I have kind of like, I told myself at some point that if I could find it on Libby, that I wasn't allowed to buy it. And so I have been waiting 6 fucking months, at least. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June.
Okay, what book am I reading? Tell me.
What?
What book am I reading?
You're reading the one that
well, I'm excited.
Danielle Jensen. Danielle Jensen. We're reading that one. But I've been waiting to read Butcher and Blackbird for 6 months because I've been waiting for Libby, right? And finally, yesterday, it comes through. So I devoured it yesterday. But I really like her writing style. And so I'm like, maybe I should read the second one.
Leather and Lurk.
Yes.
Yes. So unshamed.
Yes.
That's so unashamed.
And she already introduced the characters in the first book. So you kind of already know them. And I am like so down. I'm like, yes.
So it is the same characters.
Yeah, well, kind of. So the first book is two characters. One of them has two brothers. And so the next two books are about his brothers. Um, the second book is about her best friend, her childhood best friend, and his brother. And then the third book is going to be about his little brother and this other chick that came in very briefly in the first book.
Ooh.
So you've kind of you've met the brothers, you've met the girls,
I mean,
but just like briefly.
It would be my first book of brothers.
They're not all fucking each other.
I mean, a little. I don't know. Switch it up a little bit. I don't know. I haven't read it. I don't know if I'm gonna read it. We'll see. It's spicy. It might be too spicy for my eyes.
There is literally nothing I read that's too spicy for your eyes. I have read some things at your suggestion that you still don't rate 5 spice. That I rate rather volcano of spice.
Listen, that just means that our book is gonna have top-notch great spice.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Crazy.
I'm scared.
Crazy.
But
I know my limits, okay?
Well, good.
I gotta say this before I forget. Sorry.
Yeah.
So I reread 2 books that I'd already read, and for the trauma of them. And I was like, this shit.
As preparation for writing our book?
No, just because I wanted to read something. And then I was like, oh, I did read this book. And the book was really big too. And I like burned through it. It was the brothers book. Graves.
I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. I'm done. Read Betty Cocker's Confectionery Delight series of Monster Smut.
You want to do a alphabet game of how many pastries we can name?
Oh my god. Okay. How about we just start naming pastries until we run out of ideas?
I was thinking that too. So
okay, we should like put on a timer or something and see how long we can just start naming pastries. I don't know if I have a timer on here. Timer?
Really time.
Okay.
Who's gonna count how many pastries we count?
I don't know. We'll count on our own hands.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do that part because my
ready. 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Apple pie.
Apple pie. Donut.
Bacon. Nader.
Eclair.
I love how we're going in alphabetical order anyways.
We are? Cronut. Cream pie. Boston cream pie. Peanut butter cream pie.
Boston cream pie. Cream pie.
Peanut butter cream pie.
Donut.
Chocolate silk pie.
Eclair.
I already said eclair. I thought we were just naming donuts. I mean pastries.
Okay, fucking donut.
Ooh, elephant ear. Is elephant ear considered a pastry? I think it should be. Or like a churro?
What about the logs? Like
it's an eclair, right?
No, it's like they're like a French thing, and they're like logs. They're like chocolate and chocolate log.
Okay. Everyone that knows French pastries is hating us right now.
Bacon, egg, and cheese croissant.
Okay, that is not a pastry. Okay, we're sticking with pastries.
It's in a croissant, which is a pastry.
Okay, I don't even think a cake. No,
I eat them at Starbucks. Okay,
okay, I don't think a croissant by itself is considered a pastry. Is it?
Yes. Croissant.
Croissant. Scone. Blueberry scone. Chocolate chip scone.
Keep going.
Lemon poppy seed scone. Ooh, muffin.
Ruffin. You know that's a thing here. This girl invented it, and she like got really famous and went over to France, and she's now like is the inventor.
What is a cruffin?
It's a croissant and a muffin combo thing, and it's to die for.
I had a donut craving the other day, and so I went by the grocery store, and the donuts they had looked kind of stale, but then they had these like prepackaged what looked like donut holes, but then I got them home. They were called donut muffins, so they were basically donuts cooked in a small muffin tin.
Donut holes.
Yeah, donut holes. There you go. Krispy Kreme. I'm just naming different donuts. Bear
Chocolate
claw.
frosted donut.
What are the apple fritter? Apple fritter. Turnover or a popover.
Wedding
Ooh.
cake. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffin.
Blackberry muffin.
Danish. Apple fritter. I had Danish is a good one. What are those things that you put in the not the microwave, the toaster? Toaster strudel. Strudels.
Woo! Someone called me that.
Cookie? It's cookie considered? No, probably not a pastry. It's like a bakery item though.
That is a bakery item. Bakery item.
Bakery item, but not a pastry. I feel like we need to look up the definition of pastry. We've been very loose with the definition of pastry today.
Okay, we're perfectly fine.
We've been going for almost 4 minutes. So I'm pretty proud of us. 4 minutes of pastry and bakery talk.
I'll go in and find out how many times or how many
I forgot to count. I mean, we repeated some. I think we hit 20. Scones. I feel like that's good. I said scone. Like way back when.
I feel like we're missing a lot of letters.
Yeah, because we didn't do it by letter. I just started yelling things out.
I know, but but if you think about it, we did like A through E, and then we just went to the end, and then there's like LMNO, mini donut,
muffin. N. I don't know.
Niche.
Quiche. There's no niche is not a pastry.
Niche quiche, okay?
A niche quiche. Oh my God. There's this place here that's been open for a few years that has like the most amazing quiche in one. It's decadent. It's 1,000,000 calories. And I went in one day. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this quiche. It's been like 6 months since I've had it, and they were sold out. I was so sad.
Did you go to your neighbor's house and get a quiche pie?
And now I wish I had a neighbor that I could exchange some niche quiche with.
You can fill the bucket for the quiche.
No, then I went more recently. I went early enough that they had the quiche, and I was like, "Oh yes, score!"
I'm gonna go to a bakery now, just for this book, and I'm gonna go tomorrow, and I'm gonna take.
You know what? I feel like you need to just introduce this book to your local bakery and be like, "You should put this book up at the counter. It is a book about pastries," and see how long it takes someone to be like, "Why the fuck are you trying to sell this book here?" Like they don't read it. They're just like, "Oh, great, a book, a Betty Crocker book. Okay." And then someone reads it and they're like, "Oh,
not what I thought." Oh my God, I just picture my aunt picking up that book. Oh God, oh gosh, that's really bad.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's all for this week, guys. Bye.
Bye.